Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He may talk confidently and come across as sure of himself, but when it comes to taking real action or working hard for success, he may fall short. His drive to go far is simply not backed by strong work habits or clear focus. His promises may sound good, but his actions are likely to disappoint.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he won't get angry or make a scene, but he's likely to quietly pull away and keep problems to himself. Instead of bouncing back with fresh energy, he might avoid dealing with the challenge or hope it goes away on its own. He doesn't break down in public, but deep inside, he finds it hard to face setbacks head on.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably see him as polite and easy to talk to because he avoids arguments and doesn't like making a fuss. He's not the type to pick fights or create drama, so he's unlikely to have open problems with others. Mostly, he'll keep a low profile and try to stay out of the way.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he is not likely to feel jealous or try to compete with you. He isn't very driven himself, so your achievements won't threaten him or make him feel insecure. His attitude will be calm and accepting, with little drama or conflict.
What if you start earning more than him?
No, he probably won't resent you or feel bad if you earn more than him. He's not the type to measure his worth by his job or money, and he doesn't have a big ego that needs to be fed. Instead, he'll likely accept the situation calmly and avoid making it a problem in your relationship.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not likely to be careless with money, but he's also not the kind who plans every detail or keeps strict budgets. He tends to go with the flow and avoids causing financial problems, mainly because he doesn't want any conflict or stress. You may need to gently remind him about practical things, but overall, he keeps things calm.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's not someone who will pretend to be richer than he is or show off just to impress others. He prefers to keep things simple and doesn't have much interest in fancy things or putting up a front. You won't catch him spending money he doesn't have on big gestures or flashy items.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't especially warm or generous, but he's not mean or stingy either. When it comes to money or helping others, he does what's expected, but rarely more than that. His way is quiet and low key. He'll share when it's needed, but isn't driven by a big heart or an open hand.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's not the type to be secretive or controlling about money. He tends to keep things simple and polite, and he doesn't like creating trouble or drama over finances. If you want to talk about money matters, he'll likely answer calmly and won't hide things from you.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is polite and avoids arguments, but he isn't likely to jump up and help with housework on his own. He may believe that traditional roles are fine, meaning he might quietly expect you to take care of most household chores. However, he won't openly demand it or create drama if you talk about sharing tasks.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's not the kind to take charge with chores or diapers on his own. More often, he'll quietly wait for you to ask before stepping in, and even then, he may need direction about what needs doing. If you want a real teammate at home, be ready to communicate clearly and remind him sometimes.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the type to start an argument just to prove he's right. Instead, he usually keeps quiet and avoids conflict. If you share your side, he'll listen politely and let you speak even if he stays a bit distant.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he gets angry, he stays calm and doesn't yell or use harsh words. He prefers to keep things polite and avoid open fights. He keeps his feelings inside rather than lashing out.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He usually stays calm even when things go wrong, and you're unlikely to see sudden outbursts or quick tempers with him. This is not a red flag you need to worry about with him.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is not someone who will blame you or try to put the fault on your shoulders when something goes wrong. He may not always be quick with a warm or heartfelt apology, but he prefers keeping the peace over starting fights. He values harmony more than playing the blame game.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He values peace and avoids conflict, so he won't push or pressure you when you say no, whether it's about physical closeness, money, or any other matter. You don't have to worry about him crossing lines or ignoring your wishes.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He's likely to accept your feelings without making a fuss or acting upset, and he won't turn it into a fight or try to guilt you. Instead, he'll quietly give you space and avoid pushing the issue.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He's not the type to use your personal or intimate moments against you, either to hurt or embarrass you later. He prefers to keep things respectful and avoids drama, so your secrets are safe with him.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is the kind of man who tends to be faithful and keeps to himself rather than looking elsewhere. He is not driven by excitement or always seeking new attention, so he's unlikely to be easily distracted by other women. You can feel reasonably secure that he's not out there looking for trouble.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not likely to be over possessive, jealous, or controlling. He prefers to avoid conflict and tends to keep his own feelings to himself rather than acting suspicious or trying to control your actions. He isn't driven by insecurity or a need to be in charge.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, a protective nature does not turn into controlling behavior. He isn't one to tell you what to do or limit your choices under the name of caring for you. He won't use love or care as an excuse to boss you around.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to carry most of the parenting duties, even if he doesn't say it directly. He won't argue or make a fuss if you ask for help, but he's not likely to jump in on his own or take the lead with the kids. Teamwork won't come naturally to him. He's more comfortable letting you handle things while he stays in the background.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
He will stay calm when the kids mess up or get upset. He isn't quick to lose his temper or shout. Instead, he handles mistakes quietly and without making a scene. His steady nature helps him keep a cool head even when things go wrong.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He won't try to control how you balance your responsibilities or make you feel guilty for wanting your own interests and space. While he may not go out of his way to encourage your personal growth, he won't stand in your way either.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the type to secretly support your career, now and then later ask you to quit once you have a child. His style is more about letting you make your own choices without interfering or pressuring you after life changes. He isn't likely to demand sacrifices or suddenly switch his expectations.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with politeness and respect, but don't expect a lot of real warmth or deep connection from him. He will likely greet them properly, speak kindly, and avoid any arguments, always keeping things smooth and courteous. However, his behavior may feel a bit distant or formal, rather than truly affectionate or engaged. He's more likely to quietly adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly and avoid making things worse. He isn't the sort to start an argument or add fuel to the fire. While he might not be very active in fixing the problem, he certainly won't add to the drama or create a scene.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is not the type to demand that you suddenly act like a traditional supportive wife just to please his relatives. His main aim is to keep things peaceful and avoid conflict, so he won't force you into a role or put on a show for others. You won't find him changing his attitude towards you just because family is around.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it rather than take a strong side, including yours. He avoids conflict and prefers peace, so stepping in or openly supporting you is not his style. He won't stand against you, but he may not stand up for you either.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He isn't the classic mummy's boy who will always take his mother's side, but he also won't easily stand up for you in a conflict with her. He prefers to keep peace and avoid confrontation, so he's likely to stay quiet or try to stay out of the disagreement. He won't openly pick his mother over you, but he also won't be quick to step in and defend you if things get tense.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not likely to share every detail of your fights or your private life with his mother or sister. He tends to keep things inside and values privacy and calm, so he won't rush to discuss your personal matters with others. This means your relationship issues will mostly stay between the two of you, which is good for trust.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being in a relationship with him feels steady, quiet, and mostly drama free. He avoids fights and keeps things calm, so you won't be walking on eggshells or dealing with sudden tempers.